First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dukdan Darji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice today, of Homa today, Manohara Vasudhara, Simu Tanchen Katso, all Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma assistants, as rectors of temples and chapters, and all participants here and over the internet. Our VIPs today are Taipei rep to Norway and Sweden, Ambassador Dongzhou Liao's wife, Dharma Sister Judy. Accountant to Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa and her husband. Dr. Ryan Zhuang and his wife. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? I would like to announce for next Sunday, January 26th, that would be the second day of the Chinese New Year. At 3 p.m., there would be Golden Mother Homa fire offering ceremony. There's no need to introduce Golden Mother. Everyone knows. I welcome all of you to become the primary supplicant. Golden Mother is Grandmaster's first yidam. So, from the very beginning, I was guided by Golden Mother up till now. She's an extremely important yidam. And today, we perform Manohara Homa. Just now, when I closed my eyes, I saw Manohara Vasudhara. And she led innumerable goddesses together descending. It's uncountable. 2 rows, and then in front of them there are also the attendants, and they're all holding lanterns like from the ancient past. And in 2 lines they all descended together. I hope to see that they sprinkle money. Did Manohara shower money upon us? Last time during Jambala, there were 4 bags of money, and this time it's only 1 bag. Last time I saw 4 bags, and someone won the lottery from Taiwan, Taiwan Power Lottery, and the winner should be here in a few days. However, we should not let it known, and we also will not expose him or her. But all of you know this person. If I say the name, if you don't know this person, then you would jump into the river of Tanshui. This is not very mysterious, and everybody knows him or her. And this person's name is very resounding, very famous. Everybody must know this person. Although there was only 1 bag, what I saw was it was a bag wrapped with leather, and then with the rope, tied with the rope on top. A huge bag. Last time I saw 4 bags, and this time I only saw 1 bag. But Manohara said that 1 is everything. She did not differentiate that 1 is everything. So who knows? Maybe there were 100 bags inside this 1 bag. I don't have any special thing, but I hope that someone will win. And if you win, then you will have a good Chinese New Year celebration. Last time, that person, after the yellow Jambala Homa, about 1 month later, that this person won the lottery. And this person, the whole family, registered for the primary supplicants for the Homa. Although they were not here, they registered for the primary supplicants. And they watched the webcast. I don't know if this time it would be won by people here, or people that registered for the primary supplicants, or people that watch over the webcast. I don't know. So you all try your luck, everyone. Just now I mentioned about the Mahaparamita. Mahaparamita is also called the Great Vehicle or Mahayana. And the key point is the 6 paramitas or 6 perfections. It started from giving or charity, precepts, diligence, endurance or patience, wisdom, meditation. These are the 6 paramitas or 6 perfections. Everyone who attains Dharma wealth starts with giving or charity. Last night I mentioned when we perform the offering, tantric offering, we will gain huge, great fortunes. Because every time when you make the offering, it is infinite, it is limitless, because it is boundless. That's why it's the greatest. So you make offering of food and real thing, but you use some tantric methods to transform it into innumerable, then this would generate the greatest merits and great fortunes. So today, because you have the greatest fortunes, that's why in True Buddha School, those who receive windfalls and riches are uncountable, many of them. I have talked about it before. People that got this Dharma wealth, some of them are anonymous and some of them are names that we know. We hope that after you get this wealth, this riches, you also comprehend the 6 paramitas, and the first one is giving or charity. I hope that all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the Herukas, Dharma protectors, Dakinis, and all the divinities and all the wealth deities can take care of True Buddha School disciples, so that they have no worries in financially and they don't lack anything. That everyone is well-to-do. So Manohara Vasudhara is not just about money and valuables. As I mentioned earlier, she can do purification. She can, the same way, use her Vajra hook to hook away the calamities and the karmic sicknesses to be hooked away. Or you can hook to you positions and salaries and works, and she can also hook the Bardo spirits to the Pure Land. She can also enhance love and respect, and you can hook away your own karma from your body, hook away calamities, to hook away sicknesses, hook away karmic transgressions. So hook away all the bad stuff and hook in all the good stuff. So this deity is also extremely important. There's this joke during the history class. The teacher asked Xiaoming, so facing your country and beauty, which one would you choose? Xiaoming said, my country. Why? The teacher asked, and Xiaoming replied, Because by having my country, there would be beauties. But just having beauties, who knows, maybe the beauties will run away with people, with the countries. And the teacher replied, Xiaoming, you're very visionary. If the teacher asks me, the history teacher asks me, do you want your country or beauties? I will reply both. This would be the smartest person. So, actually, the country is the same as your wealth. This is joke. A very old man went to the gym and told the personal trainer there, the teacher, the instructor, so which muscle should I train in order to attract beautiful ladies? So the instructor took a look at the old man, looked up and down, and then he replied, there is a machine that can help you do that. It's the ATM machine outside. That's why you need to have the wealth first before you can have beauties. It's the same idea. The Manohara Vasudhara that we just talked about was emanated from the heart of Amitabha Buddha of the Western paradise. So if you practice this deity and you gain spiritual union with her, you will be hooked to the Western Pure Land of utmost bliss, the same way. So in our spiritual cultivation, we say that each Dharma practice is equal to each other. There is no difference. In the future, we will talk about Ishichoka for the upcoming ceremony. So Ishichoka was the lineage guru. According to her transformation, that in her past life, she was the ever crying bodhisattva, crying. And Ishichoga was also Vajrayogini. And Vajrayogini is a great yogini. And during Sakyamuni Buddha's era, she was the goddess of Ganga, Ganga River. And the previous life of the goddess of Ganga's river was Saraswati. And there was a lifetime when she was a white Tara. is the Buddha Mother with 7 eyes. So don't undermine Ishichuga. She was just a spiritual companion of Guru Padmasambhava. You thought she was just a consort, she was just a lineage guru, but actually her origins were great. She was White Tara, Vajrayogini. It's the goddess of Ganges River, Saraswati, and the ever-crying Bodhisattva. So the Dharma body, or Dhammakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, and true body. There are 4 different kayas or bodies, or Dharma nature body. So each deity has many positions or many origins. So, like Manohara has Amitabha Buddha on her crown, and she was emanated by Amitabha Buddha. So the body of Guru Padmasambhava was Amitabha Buddha, his speech was Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, and his mind was Sakyamuni Buddha. So Guru Padmasambhava was the union of Amitabha Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, and Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. But the primary one for Guru Padmasambhava was still Amitabha Buddha. So that's how it is. That's the principle. Now let's continue on Lamdre. So on the 5th, protection on what? Hindrances of the worldly dharma divided into 2. Hindrances by the entanglement of family and relatives, and hindrances by mentors or good teachers and helpful friends or spiritual companions. So let's talk about first the hindrances of the entanglement of friends and family or relatives. The husband loves to practice the Dharma, and the wife always create the obstruction, or vice versa. So that's hindrances by family. Or the daughter loves to practice, but the other family members obstructed her. We had a disciple that was a doctor. Whenever he had time, he would meditate. You know, being a doctor is already very heavy, very busy. And then when he had time, he would be sitting in his altar and meditate. So his wife would carry a bucket of water and pour it over his head, right? He told us she carried a bucket of water and pour it over his head, not to let him practice. these are hindrances, entanglement by families and relatives not to let you practice. The protection is like stated in the verse, unwavering faith. First, give some money and valuables to strengthen their faith as the protection. So how do you resolve these hindrances by family and relatives? They use material things, like that wife that hindered the doctor. And the doctor should have said this, I give you money for you to go shopping, and so don't obstruct me practicing. And when the wife saw the money, her eyes glazed and went shopping. So first gives a little bit of money and valuables. So every time he wants to practice, he gives the wife money. So this is hindrances in the world. Or children want to practice and the parents don't let them. Then the children can earn money and give to the parents. Then the distractions would be less. Or every time we do the Dharma practice, visualize the people who hinder you sitting together with you practicing to increase their affinity with the Buddha Dharma. Is there any other way? Any other special practice that you do? Other than money, what else? Money and visualizing them practicing together with you. Any other ways to eliminate hindrances by family members? Be kinder and gentler to your family. They would say, other than doing business or becoming a doctor, and then you use the rest of your time to practice, when did you ever be kind and nice to me? If you want to be kind to me, don't practice. Accompany me shopping. Any other? No others. That's all that's written here. When the family and relatives restrict you not to practice, the protection Dharma is unwavering faith. First give a little money and valuables to strengthen their faith as protection. Give them a little bit money and just watch so that no other people disturb my practice. That's the protection. And hindrances by mentors, good teachers and helpful friends. First, give money and compassion in order not to lose respect to them and strengthen faith as the protection. The above two ways can make one be freed from hindrances from the worldly dharma. There's a teacher like the personal instructor at the gym told you there's no need to do Dharma practice. You should just stay here and then train your muscles and you would be healthy and you would have the six packs. No need for you to do practice. That's also a kind of hindrances, right? So first give a little bit of money and valuable. Because money can change people's mindset and thoughts. If you obstruct me, I give you money. Then you will not obstruct anymore. And second is compassionate heart. You want to be benevolent toward your good teachers and helpful friends. In order not to lose respect and strengthen faith as the protection, then you will be freed from these worldly hindrances. That's also a kind of method. And the second kind is hindrances of staying on the path. You have entered the path and you already have some spiritual experiences of the path. There are hindrances from outside demons. The resident non-human beings, etc., making troubles. The worst case, they take lives. The medium case are creating misery for the body and mind. And in the least case, making oneself or family sick. They create hindrances by harming through natural disasters, etc. If at this time one is powerless, this can attract the powerful non-human beings from other places to create calamities as described above. The way to protect yourself, as in the verse, protection wheel, mantra chanting, mantra knots. Use Vajra walls, etc. as the protection wheel. Recite the 4 home mantras and so on, or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends and ask for their secret mantra, thread and knots. These 3 methods can definitely provide protection. These 4 protections are the methods to guard against hindrances created by methods. So hindrances created by family members, relatives, and teachers and friends are the tangible hindrances. And now, this is about the intangible hindrances, about non-human beings. They are not human beings. So the intangible spirits. Because they like to create problems, make troubles, especially for sadhakas, the spiritual cultivators. They intentionally make troubles for you. Grandmaster are close to the non-human beings. I have a relationship with them. I have come into contact with them. typically speaking, it's quite easy to deal with non-human beings. I have that ability. When Sakyamuni Buddha was giving Dharma teachings at his era, there were also many non-human beings coming, listening to the Dharma teachings. That's why in the sutras it said human beings and non-human beings. The same with us, same with me. Like at my house, there are many non-human beings coming. Because our disciples, relatives, and if they have died, they would tell each other that if you need Bardo deliverance, go find Grandmaster Lu. Or disciples who have passed away, and they knew they wanted liberation, so they went to find Grandmaster, and they came to my house. And because they were disciples who have taken refuge and they have refuge certificate, they could come. So they could see all the Dharma practices, and because I have the light energy on me, wherever I go, they would hide away from me. In my room, next to my bedroom, there is a bathroom, and I would get a glass of water as an offering to Golden Mother. Nobody there. My side is the east court, and Simu is in the west court. Nobody live in my court. But when I went in to my bathroom, all the drawers made sound. And that two pieces of things under the sink, they were all clanging because they were hiding under the sink. They went hiding under the sink. And when I walked by the refrigerators, the fridge would also make sound. When I walk from the east court to the western court to Simu's area, there were lots of clanging sounds. They were all non-human beings, but they don't hinder me. They don't come to get my energy either. So when you do your Dharma practice, you have to perform the armor protection, Om Burlan Jali. Burlan means Bodhisattva. So you use thread as protection. Grandmaster used lights for protection. White light, red light, and blue light shooting out. And with bang, the lights become net that envelope us, envelope myself. I do this protection every day. I do the protection for Simu's bedroom every day. The same for my own bedroom too. The non-human beings at my house were okay. Most of them were two Buddha disciples that just passed away. And because they are my disciples, they don't create obstructions or hindrances that much. But if they had they not been disciples, they would create troubles. And the worst case, taking lives. Ghosts will do that. And in the least case is to create pain and ailments all over your body. That your brain is foggy, soreness and pains all over your body, or you feel misery and disasters, would make yourself and family members sick. They create hindrances by harming through natural disasters, etc. Like if you're farmers, then there would be lots of bugs. That's hindrances. Then they would eat up all your produce. That's natural disasters. So hindering and harming. When these non-beings are powerless, they would find more other non-human beings. Don't think that they are just one ghost. They would find other ghosts to do it together. They would find the more powerful ghosts in order to create trouble for you. Talking about ghosts, now we thought about the ghost witch. She worship and made offering to the five big ghosts, and they're not just five, because they would recruit many other ghosts. Then they became a huge group, and they have big influence. Those who visited them, if they found you easy to bully, then they would enter into your body and you cannot endure it for all your lives. And some have committed suicide and killed themselves. Like Sophia, she went there. After she came back, she started to see ghosts and gods, and she couldn't hold it anymore. She had the mental breakdown, and then she drove her car to the concrete pipes and killed herself, and many more. Wang Fan now is in the psychiatric hospital. That was also created by ghosts of the witch place. Sophia, Wang Fan, do you know? Several of you know. Because they were in their low times, and then when the ghosts felt that they could be bullied, then the ghosts bullied them. How can you make offering to the non-human beings, which is the ghosts? So 3 Japanese big ghosts and 2 Chinese ghosts. And then they recruit more huge number of ghosts and establish your own ghost headquarters. And the ghosts sometimes defy their own masters. because they're not proper, they're not righteous. So they create lots of mental disorders. There was an Indonesian disciple that's still being disturbed by them. And even people here, there's still people who still receive disturbances from them. And we will not mention them, the people here. So how do we use this? How do we do the protection when the ghosts come to bother us? The verse said, protection wheel, mantra chanting, mantra knots. Use the Vajra walls, etc. as the protection wheel. Recite the 4 home mantra and so on. Or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends and ask for their secret mantra thread and knots. And these 3 methods can definitely provide protection. And these 4 protections are the methods to guard against the hindrances created by the convenience methods. So Vajra walls, Vajra net above, Vajra foundation below, and on the 4 sides Vajra walls, and then the Vajra fire burning all those, then the non-human beings cannot enter anymore. Cha Hom Pan Ho. These are the 4 home mantras, Cha Hom Pan Ho. And all kinds of mantras. You visualize the place where you are. There are 4 sides of walls, and they are the Vajra walls. And visualize in the space above, there's the Vajra net. And where you sit is the cross Vajra scepter with the Vajra foundation. And then around the Vajra walls, there are the Vajra fire. You do this kind of protection. And here, or rely on Guru or Dharma friends, external affinity, and ask for the secret mantra thread and knots. So you take the 5-color thread, a long one, and by chanting a mantra, you form a knot. What kind of mantra? Vajra mantra. Vajrapani Bodhisattva. After chanting Om Bulanjali 108 times, you form 1 knot. And then you form 12 knots on that thread. And then you place this thread around your altar where you meditate. And then you meditate inside it. Then you will not be bothered by the non-human beings. They would be blocked outside. So depends which Heruka or which protector you practice, and you can chant your protector's mantra 108 times, and then you form 1 knot on the 5-color thread. Say if you're pregnant and you often have miscarriages, then you can chant the Mahasri mantra, Om Mahasriya Soha. Om Mahasriya Soha. And you chant 108 times and form 1 knot. And then another 108 times and then form another knot. And then you form 18 knots. And when you're already pregnant, when you sleep at night, you wear this 5-color thread as a belt around your waist before you sleep. Then the ghosts, the non-human beings, will not be able to get the babies from your womb. Then you will not have miscarriages anymore. This is the method. This is one way. Do you know about this way, this method? So you use the 5-color thread and form knots as protection, or you form the Vajra walls, Vajra fire, Vajra net, Vajra foundation as a protection. So that's protection wheel, mantra chanting, and mantra knots. The meaning of these 3 things. Or rely on the Guru or Dharma friends for their secret mantra thread and knots. So these 3 methods can definitely provide protection, and these 4 protections are the methods to guard against hindrances. Or you can do protection using the Liu Ting Liu Jia. By chanting the Liu Ting Liu Jia mantra, then the protection for the whole room, all the celestial generals would appear. By chanting that, then all the non-human beings in my house would hide inside the fridge. Then you would sleep really well at night. No more hindrances or disturbances. So I'm teaching you how to practice the protection. When a woman has conceived the baby, you have to protect it so that it's not being stolen by the non-human beings. Don't let it be seized by them. This is important. There's a delivery man or boy came delivering something, and after I signed the receipt, he's standing there and not leaving, and he's standing looking at me. And my heart started to beat faster because this delivery young man was tall and handsome. So the lady was thinking that, is he interested in me? He wanted my phone number. What should I do? Should I reject him? And then the delivery young man finally opened his mouth and said, that pen is mine. So that was a misunderstanding. A husband told his wife, "Can you give me $100 to buy a pack of cigarettes?" And the wife was angrily replied, "No." And then the son told the mom, well, I need $600 for the tutoring tomorrow. And the wife gave him $600 without saying anything. And then she went take shower. And the son told the father and give him $100. I loaned you this, but when I grew up and get married, and my marriage is as bad as yours, then you have to help me, okay? Anyone has such difficulty? One time in a chemistry class, the teacher asked me to get a 20% alcohol, but I couldn't find it. So I took 2 bottles of 10% alcohol. And the teacher was very angry. If you want a 30-year-old wives and then I just give you 2 15-year-olds, would that work? And the student replied, sure, of course. That would be nice. If you want a 30-year-old wife and you want 2 15-year-olds, would that do? That's underage. This is pramana by comparison. Is that right? Comparing it like that? During a blind date, I met a very quiet and submissive lady, and we had a very nice time. So I asked her, are you always this kind and gentle? And the lady replied calmly, if I am always this kind and gentle, do I need to go on a blind date? It's been raining these few days, and someone wrote a poem. Drizzles of feelings, drizzles of rain. Once at night, then nobody knows how many times a night, and then if you don't do it for 2 nights, then you become dumb, and if you do it every night, you become idiot, and if you do it in the daytime, you are lovelorn. And what do you think we're doing? We dream, and I hope you have a nice dream tonight after Manohara. Can you laugh at this joke? I lost at my bed today. And according to the bed, I have to buy the feminine pads for the female classmate. And after I got it, I have it in my hand and was going into the classroom late. And the teacher asked, "What is that in your hand?" And I just said, "A bread." And the teacher said, "Then just finish eating it outside before you come into the class." So, what time now? 4:47. Amitabha. Please have good dreams tonight. Dreams of getting wealthier. Om Mani Padme Hum.